Welcome back to the Joyish Kingdom. I'm Cade. In today's video, we have a brutally honest update video on OOGAVERSE NFT. If you're an OG from the channel that you know, back in the fall of last year, I joined the team for like 6 months. I helped in their brand and marketing department, as well as helping in the analyst position within their Discord. And then we parted ways in like the middle of the bull run in the beginning of 2022. And I haven't really made an update on them just because they were going in a direction that I didn't think was the right, and we started to disagree on certain things, and we just were like, let's just go separate ways. If you want to check out all the nitty-gritty details about like who's on the team and all these like specific details, go to the brutally honest review that I uploaded a few months ago. This video is not going to cover every single detail. It's just going to go over like what they've had since the last review. Before we get into it, make sure you click that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, join the kingdom. Free, easy ways to support. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. If you're not, you're going to miss all the alpha. As you know, the goal of this channel is to instill the knowledge and confidence it's going to take to navigate this metaverse on your own one day. So if that sounds good to you, let's get into the video. And if you're an NFT project or a Web3 company, make sure you head over to my website at joyishkingdom.com. I specialize in video marketing and auditing. I have a whole lot of options to work together. That's also down below in the description. So this is a video I uploaded 11 months ago, right when the project had kind of just gotten started. I was really excited about the project, but I had a bunch of reservations about it, questions I had about them. So I made this video called Questions I Have for Space Apes. That's what they're called before they rebranded to OOGAVERSE. And because this video that I uploaded 11 months ago, they saw it, liked what I had to say, liked my YouTube channel, were like, hey, you want to join the team? And then we kind of moved on from there. But that's why I'm so big on content. You never know when one video is going to change your whole life. This was my opportunity to get into the game, gave me the opportunity to go full-time into the Web3 world, and because of that, I will always be gracious to the OOGAVERSE team. So here's the old collection for the Space Apes NFT. They rebranded to OOGAVERSE, like I said, for just, I think, legal reasons. This project's a little bit like the CyberCon, so they have the baby apes and the Genesis apes all within one collection. So it says the floor is 0.03, and that is true for the baby OOGAs. The current floor for the Genesis OOGAs is about 0.28. I believe when I departed from the team, they were hovering around 1.5 to 2.5 ETH, something like that. So obviously, OOGAVERSE, just like every other project, has gone down in value just because people are freaking out and it's a recession. And I put a lot of focus on the branding and storytelling when I was there, and I like to think that's part of the reason their brand is so strong. Regardless, they are still making sales every couple days. A lot of the baby OOGAs, a lot of the Genesis OOGAs, so people still fuck with the brand. And as far as their top owners, the largest wallet with 295, then 184. I think it's the OOGA wallet though, so I guess it doesn't really count technically. So no crazy big whales within their collection. For their owner distribution, 43% have 1 item, 16% have 2 to 3 items, 22% have 4 to 10, 12% for 11 to 25. Now, this is one of their biggest things. They dropped the Mecha Apes game by OOGAVERSE. Now, this is the direction they started to go in. I wasn't quite sure at this point, like, what exactly was going to go on. I didn't really understand how Mecha Apes and these Robo OOGAs exactly played apart. Those are the Robo OOGAs, and then these are the Mecha Apes. I was just like, are they separate? Like, what role does the Genesis OOGAs play? Like, there was almost too many things happening at once. It was a little bit worrisome, but the Banana Collector, who's the creator, had always followed through, had always, like, taking dubs basically, and I was like, you know what, I'll trust the guy. He's got a plan. They're gonna keep going. I'm in. And so basically, DMT is the token that the Genesis OOGAs get 20 every single day, and this ramped up all the way up to a certain point. It got to like $12, which was crazy, just like very, very briefly. I remember because it was trading like for just like a dollar or two. It was like 20 bucks a day. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was really cool. And then they had a massive pump up right when that, I think it was when the game, everything kind of blew up, right? They had the OG token. So you got these by holding the Robo OOGAs and participating in the game that they had, and had a massive ramp up, and then it crashed really quickly after that. It just wasn't as sustainable as we all thought when it was happening. I thought like I struck gold. I was like, oh my God, like, I just found the next Board Ape backup. This is insane. And so for a few days, this project was like really, really mooning. The Mecha Apes, I believe, were at like a 1 ETH floor. The Robo OOGAs were killing it. I think they were like half ETH floor. Genesis were up at like 3 ETH. It was insane. But since then, the game has kind of crashed. People lost interest. There's not as much utility as people are hoping. And people realized that the longevity of it maybe just wasn't totally dialed in. And things happened a little bit faster than people thought. Like the OOGAVERSE team thought that the game would last a little bit longer, but it seems that like all the liquidity got pulled out way faster than they thought. And so basically, they had like phase 2 planned, and they're going to do phase 3 later, and they had to do this phase like 1.5 or 2.5, whatever, and they drummed up a lot of noise. Like a lot of people were like, you know, this is stupid, and then a lot of people were like, no, this is fucking awesome, we just gotta wait. And so speaking of that, August 31st, they dropped the roadmap. You can see obviously the DMT right here, some kind of portal. We see the Mecha Apes, I believe. We see the Genesis OOGA on some kind of island. We've got the OOGA house. I'm not sure if this is that Bali thing they were talking about, some kind of ship. I think this is the game mechanics, the battle game, the merch, airdrop of the OG token, and then I'm not sure exactly what else is going on. Just kind of a little bit of example, a little bit of some artwork. I really love this stuff. This is the things I wanted them to really, really dial in on and focus a lot on the branding. I wanted to get merch out there. I wanted people to just know the name, and they decided to go into more of a whitelist marketplace, and I just told them, I was like, look, this is just not that sustainable. It's not going to work. I just don't think, like, I think we should spend more time here, and they thought they wanted to spend more time here, so they went that way, and I went this way. And the idea there was they were going to use the DMT and the OG token to kind of back it up and create utility within the ecosystem. Now, the problem was that doesn't always work, and especially when the market crashed, you saw DMT went to 1 cent, OG went from like 12 cents or something to like 0.00004, and then their last medium article was December 2021, and I know in their Discord that people are a little bit unsure of like the communication aspect of it. I thought they worked really hard, especially when I was in the team. I know that they work really hard. Communication is one of the things that I wanted them to work on. I even offered my services. I was like, hey, I could do podcasts, I can help out on the content side. Never really took me up on it. And then some of the sentiment here is that they just like lacked a little bit of communication. So I guess they told the Banana Collector, who's the founder, and he came on and said they're currently crafting a medium article that provides an overview of stage 2 concept. There won't be a white paper or light paper. It's just to tell people like what's going on exactly. I think what had happened is they had foreseen certain things happening, hadn't exactly planned out the way they thought, and then obviously the market crashed and they're like fuck, and they're kind of like rumbling around. If you're a Web3 company or an NFT project and you're struggling to get new clients, as an auditor and analyst in the Web3 space for the past 13 months, I have combed through hundreds of different NFT projects and Web3 companies' websites. And what I found was that there was one common problem that was consistent across all of them. Great ideas, terrible communication, meaning you're losing potential clients because they simply don't know that your company is a good fit to work with because you're not good at communicating it. And so most people say, okay, I'll head to Fiverr, pay some guy $2,000, he'll make a video for me. Good, done, dusted, finished. Or you could do something that's actually going to work and hire someone who's native to Web3, who's known for being an honest auditor and analyst within the Web3 space. I was able to bring in new clients every single day. And when you're solving an immediate problem and people realize it's you that's solving that problem, offers start rolling in. This is the secret to getting new clients, and I want to do this for you. If the front page of your website doesn't have a 60-second to 180-second video outlining exactly what the problem is that you're solving, who is working on it, and why people should work with you rather than your competitor, then you are just like the other 95% of companies out there struggling to get deals on a consistent basis. So what I can offer you is that video that can go on your website. I can also make a short version of that that's vertical, that's going to be perfect for TikTok. It's going to be your funnel video. This is the one that you're going to want to run ads on. When they click the ad, it goes straight to your website. Then they click on the 60-second to 180-second video, and within 3 minutes, they know everything they need to know about why they need to work with you. So if that sounds like something you want to do, email me at joyofficial@gmail.com or check me out on my website at joyagekingdom.com. So anyways, with the game, right, they have this factory you can make OG with. They kind of market it as like a play to earn. I would consider it more of a stake to earn, but there's this kind of game where you just stake your OOGAs, stake your Mecha Apes, and then you earn OG token. And the idea was that you use that OG and DMT token to buy things in the whitelist marketplace, to buy whatever else that they offer. There's no real updates on their main website, so I went to their store to see like what exactly they were selling. Currently, there's no listed items on their store, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. One suggestion I would say, not just for OOGAVERSE, for every single project, is on the main website, have a little tab there on the website where it goes and has medium articles or some kind of update, even if it's tweets, right, from the founder or the team. Just have something there where people can easily go to the website and say, okay, here's exactly what's been going on the last few months. Because when I was doing research for this project, it's kind of hard to find it. I had to put on my fucking detective hat and like dive into this ecosystem to figure out anything. Now, this is not, again, not just OOGAVERSE. This is like all NFT projects are suffering from this, and it's something that a lot of projects are overlooking. It's just communication, it's branding, it's community. It's the most important thing about a project. Because one thing I know for a fact is that the OOGAVERSE team works really hard, because I worked with them. They're from Germany. They work really hard. Communication is something that they don't spend as much effort on because they do so much like dev work, and they think that they're just working. Everyone knows that they're working. The thing is, the community in NFT land's a bunch of degens. They want to know answers. They want to know updates. They want to know what's going on. And because of that, you kind of have to play that game if you're going to drop a PFP collection. So anyways, not too much to report on since the review a few months ago. They've just been building out the game, building the mechanics, tokenomics, how it's all going to work. One thing to look forward to, though, is the Banana Collector said in the next couple weeks they're going to have a medium article outlining exactly what's going on with their project, with the game, and all that stuff. So if you want me to make a video kind of going through all the things OOGAVERSE, please let me know in the comments down below. One thing I've always loved about the OOGAVERSE branding is just like how good it is. I don't know another word other than it's just good. Like, I really like the brand of OOGAVERSE. I think it looks great. I think the animations, I think the characters, I think the lore is so good. I just wish they would put in more effort into that and less effort into like the utility things, the tokenomics. That's just not as important. Like, I know people think it's important to have all the tokenomics dialed in, but the most important thing will always be the brand and be the lore and what people think of when they hear OOGAVERSE. So anyways, if you're a longtime OOGA fan, if you're an OG supporter of the channel, this is not anything new. This is something I've been saying since the beginning. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the update, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button for me, subscribe to the channel, join the kingdom. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, or else you're going to miss all the alpha. And if you want to see more of me right now, click on one of these boxes on the other side of me. Until next time, continue on your joy age, continue to learn, and be grateful you're alive watching this video.